Greetings, everyone. My name is Jonathan Bailey, and I am from the site Plagiarism Today, which can be found at plagiarismtoday.com. Today, I just wanted to spend a few words. A friend of mine on Twitter, Rafael Rivera, turned me on to a new service called GimmeBar. It's at GimmeBar, GimmeBar.com. Sorry, I'm not going to put the logo up down there. I'm real pressed for time, and, well, you'll see in a minute. Basically, he wanted to know what I thought the copyright implications of it were. Good question. I took a look at it. I didn't have a lot of time to spend with it. I did sign up for an account. I did a couple of grabs and toyed around with it, but I didn't have a lot of time to invest in it. And basically what GimmeBar is that it's sort of like a clone of Pinterest, and with the addition of other types of content. Like if Pinterest and Tumblr had a really weird baby and it came out looking mostly like Pinterest. Long story short, it's a Java bookmarklet. It's not an extension yet. You can't actually install it in Firefox, Chrome, or anything like that. And what it does is it opens up a little bar across the bottom of the screen where you can move things either into your public stash or your private stash. And the idea is you can drag images and put them in one or the other, and then you can tag, you can hash them, you can organize them. And you can do the same thing with text. You can do the same thing with video. It also has a recipes category, which I don't know if that's any different than the text from the functionality standpoint. Didn't really play with that. And you can also do screen captures of entire websites and include it that way. My attitude is, from a copyright standpoint, this is pretty much like Pinterest. I mean, most of the issues, in fact, all of the issues Pinterest has, this is going to have. And I think there's only two real distinctions between it and Pinterest from a copyright standpoint. The first is that GimmeBar does work with other types of content. It doesn't really change much because the quote feature is typically aimed at short snippets, from what I've gathered. Like if you wanted to copy a tweet or something like that, it doesn't seem like it would be likely used, or at least not heavily used, to grab anything longer. I don't even know if it can be used. I didn't try. But it doesn't look like it's likely to be used for longer forms of text. So I don't think that's going to raise a separate copyright issue in and of itself. And the video feature appears to work entirely with embeds. So that's not a copyright issue. That's just how it's designed to be used. But the images, once again, hosted, full-sized, on their servers, all that stuff. Basically, it's the exact same thing as Pinterest on that front. In fact, it tries to copy a lot of the Pinterest social networking features, hooking into Twitter and so forth, finding your friends, having boards, and they call it collections. Very much the same feature set. But it's interesting because the other thing I find unique about it that separates it from Pinterest is that where Pinterest kind of was a little coy about how, oh yeah, we're saving a copy of it, it's not a bookmark. They called it a pin and a repin. They didn't really address those issues. Here, GimmeBar, the title, Give Me Bar, it's basically, give me. And the whole promo video is about, this is not a bookmark. You now own this content. This is yours and your library. No one can destroy it. This is, yours. It does offer a pretty cool feature that backup Dropbox, and it also has a series of other backups. It can back up things like your Twitter, your Instagram, etc., which I think is a great idea anyway. But that's completely separate from the actual GimmeBar functionality. But basically, this is Pinterest with a few new features added that I don't think are really going to be that compelling to Pinterest users. And I don't think it really changes the legal landscape that much, other than possibly under the Grokster ruling, you may be able to argue that they are now officially, if Pinterest isn't, maybe they have crossed the line and they are the ones inducing copyright infringement underneath, that inducement test is per Grokster. So that's one possible avenue of attack. They definitely are much more open about their copying and repurposing of the content, where, like I said, Pinterest was much more coy about it, even though Pinterest still encouraged you to pin and reshare everything. So I don't know. I don't see it as that different. I guess we're going to wait and see. I'm pretty sure GimmeBar, if it does reach critical mass, if it does start attracting the attention of copyright holders, it's going to get the exact same treatment as Pinterest, for good and for bad. and it does similar attribution. But like I said, it's largely a clone of Pinterest in many of these key areas. They do promise they have new features coming. In fact, it's kind of weird. They have a pro account that they charge you $24 a year for, and there's no features for it realistically other than a badge. They say they've got features coming, but doesn't offer anything yet. So apparently they are planning stuff that may change the legal landscape down the road, but right now it's not. So GimmeBar legally, look to Pinterest, look at the things I've said that in the past, and there you go. Well, that's all I have this week. We are back to normal on the server. I'm posting the recount. Literally probably be up before this actually makes it to YouTube. So on that note, everyone, this is Jonathan Bailey saying have a good day.